I mean, it's a zero-sum game, right? If you ask for something big, you're gonna have to give up something big. For me, it was my life force. So I'm gonna have to sacrifice a lot. Just kidding. Hey, internet. So after an hour or so of getting lost, getting to the wrong park, setting up the camera, and then only about an hour of Guandao practice, we're getting ready to head home. I came home from work, had another mental breakdown, and instead of going home and just sleeping it off, I chose to say, oh, you know, I've got nothing to lose, so I'm gonna just do what I wanna do. And you know, minus all the acting stuff that I've been practicing and working on, I realize I don't know if anybody will ever see this stuff. I'm not good with algorithms and getting views, but I had a lot of fun. I didn't have much to say just now, but I figured I'm gonna just give you a little story since this seems like, you know, par for this course, appropriate for this moment. So the reason why I've been mastering these Kung Fu weapons and learning from them is because every weapon in Kung Fu that I have had a good impression of in movies, I've also had like an emotional attachment to the character itself. Basically, Jet Li's fearless. Obviously, I have an attachment to that. There's a whole deep story about learning how to restrain himself, stuff like that. Today's content is the Guandao, which Chinese people in Buddhist temples they'll worship a dude named Guan Yu, who's basically just a war general. And I didn't really care for that character until Lost Bladesman movie. There's this impactful scene, incredible display of strength. All that Kung Fu stuff, it just turns me on. I swear to God, it does. But there's a scene where he's protecting his girlfriend. His brother shot a dart through his chest and he didn't dodge because he just felt like he was his brother. So what I'm getting at here is that while he was getting jumped by a bunch of dudes at like a tea shop or a restaurant, he was getting poisoned and he was dying from the toxin, and he's still fighting to protect the girl he was with. One of the most impactful things is, I guess for me, it was like a symbolic type of deal. I'll put it this way, the whole fight scene was in the dark. Kind of like when it got dark today and I was practicing. Oh my God. That's so stupid. He was dying and he was protecting a girl, and he just kept holding on. And I don't know what it is about his acting. Maybe I just like Chinese stuff and Kung Fu stuff, but he was basically coughing out blood, dying, dizzy, half conscious, and it was still swinging a fucking blade, just fucking slicing everybody. And they didn't fucking care that he was dying, and he just kept on smack, smack, ding, ding, dang, whatever the sounds make when blades smash. And it was like fucking taking people out. And they were all like, he runs over here, they jump him over here. He runs over there, they jump him over there. And he just keeps going. And then he's fucking blood coming out. He's like falling asleep and shit. It's like dude's falling into a coma and still knocking people out. There's this sense of willpower, and I really like it. Something about it really touched me. And staff with a blade at the end of it is considerably advanced. I think what it more often is athletic, and I realized that today. It's like all these moves it was pretty easy to pick up, so it took some time, but it took more out of my energy in my body than anything, but it was fun. I tried to remember something. It was just memorizing forms. It's inspiring. You guys might see that. So double nunchucks, 3-section staff, and then the Guandao. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be good enough, and I might not get good enough soon enough. We 29 days out. I know I say that a lot, but today is today, and tomorrow will not be today. Another thing I wanna put out there, just as a form of more motivation, is oftentimes I wanted all this stuff, and as soon as I kind of just came to terms with the fact that I was no longer attached to the result of finishing and learning everything I wanted to learn, and I was okay with like, oh, I might not actually get everything I asked for, and even no matter how much work I put into it, no matter how much sleep I sacrificed, it would just come falling down. It's like the universal law of reversal, right? Like the harder you try, the less you're likely to get it. As soon as I let go of not wanting something so bad, I started to have fun. It's kind of like a coloring book. I got these box of crayons and I have to finish. Then you're never gonna be happy, because then once you finish coloring that coloring page, you got a bunch of other pages. And how many other colors will you have to carefully pick for you to feel like that shit looks like a masterpiece? I've wanted so much, and maybe the act of trying to learn these difficult weapons, the process of learning hard things and failing at it and getting slightly better and delaying the true gratification is kind of like it's very gratifying for me. I'm happy. I'm trying to become more of an acrobat in terms of the tricking part of it, of martial arts, but I realized that now with the hand-to-hand stuff, kickboxing and the shadow boxing, I'm already kind of a full unit in terms of martial artistry. It's like that acrobat stuff can wait. Sorry, I rambled on a lot. I was just saying that a lot of these weapons came from my deep love for certain characters that were portrayed just the way that was perfect for me, flavor and taste-wise, emotionally, and I wanted to learn them. So that was part of that became my little background or backbone into my personality as a martial artist. I'm glad I got to do this stuff. I'm glad I got to find some time to myself to do this. The older I get, the more I realize I have no time to myself, and this might be it. Time is running out, and I feel like it's all in due time, because if I stuck around and spent too much time on this stuff, I would just get older, and all my talents that I'm kind of trying to nurture into myself might go away. But overall, I think everything's just happening in divine timing. I know a lot of people became extremely successful at 18 or 21, and they kind of just like made it, right? So 28 is kind of late for me, but to me, I feel like it's the right thing. I've put in a lot of work, so like I said, I think it's the right time. This is the right time to take big risks. It's the right time to say goodbye to things that need to be said goodbye to. Because a lot of things I wasn't ready to let be bygones. Because I even told you I was obsessed with a celebrity earlier today. My brain is coping. I'm on Copium all the damn time, right? I'll give you an example. All right, so I grew up in Houston, right? So going through these Aldine district schools, I have like a natural intonation to be attracted to Hispanic women. All of a sudden, I like Asian girls now. What happened in the neurochemistry that I suddenly value a different ethnicity? I'm not sure if I took enough time to desensitize from it. Did my brain suddenly get sick of me or sick of itself? I still hardly understand. The same way I thought I'd got over this one girl that I couldn't get over since I was like 21. And as soon as recently, right? I'm 28. After 7 years, I'm over her. Now I'm thinking about some celebrity chick. Like, my brain is finally letting go, but yet if it doesn't get that intimacy that it's missing in life, it just holds on to something else. It's very weird. I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of, to be honest. I'm kind of just putting it out there so you guys know that I'm just like you. I might be worse than you mentally speaking. I'm weird. I go through things and then stuff comes up and I get over ambitious about this, and it leans to an imbalance here, and it makes me want this and that and this and that. So non-problems become problems, and problems become non-problems, right? It's all about tipping the balance scale of everything you do. And I mean, it's a zero-sum game, right? If you ask for something big, you're gonna have to give up something big. For me, it was my life force. You know, I wanna be a martial artist, I'm gonna have to sacrifice a lot. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Fuck. Okay, let's address my crippling loneliness. And honestly, I don't need everyone to like kung fu like I do, but I would like someone to have the same bad attitude, aggression as I do, at just like a different thing, right? But then people usually just hang out when they're in the same industry, so I don't think it's one of those situations. Yeah, I guess it's just one of those things. Pretty sure I'll attract the right person eventually. I might be paying off karma for something, so this lonesome just like feels and looks weird all of a sudden. But same thing goes with a romantic partner. It's like blah blah blah, like I'm crying about not having a girlfriend. At the same time, can I afford one? The answer is no. Yeah, anyways, it's almost 9 p.m. I feel very proud that I got out into the park. It's getting interesting. I'm starting to learn stuff, and I was kind of like happy I got to do something today. I was exhausted. I don't know how to explain this, but I feel like I'm working hard and I'm getting better and I'm growing. I'm still exhausted, but I'm growing. I almost feel like I'm getting nihilistic again. Like eventually I'm gonna have to pass out, not physically, well of course physically, but mentally too, and pass over into a new thing. You know, kind of like a rite of passage type of deal, where everything mattered until it didn't, and then I have to reinvent myself, reinvent the way I look at things. So maybe I don't change my career choice or my activities, but I change the way I approach it, so I don't hyperfixate on something and decide on something based on my emotions, but more based on how I access my emotion. I decide how to treat my emotions before I decide how to treat my decision, leading to the right emotions, which will guide the right decision. Like I guess it's like one of those things when you guys will understand when you turn 28 and you stop giving a fuck, and then you give a fuck about the good stuff, or maybe only give a fuck about the stuff that really needs to be given a fuck about. The subtle art of giving a fuck, where you barely give a fuck unless you have to. I feel like that's where we're going with it, you know? I'm yapping Bruce Lee this, Bruce Lee that. Like, who the fuck am I really, right? I don't want to force myself so hard that I have imposter syndrome. I might already have imposter syndrome. We have to take up an archetype for however long we feel is necessary. Kind of like a mask we have to put up, not just to protect our image publicly in front of others. It's also to protect our self-image, to kind of keep us occupied so we can maintain our sanity. Because let's say you give up your most beloved hobby, you kind of lose your mind, right? Unless you can find a way to kind of replace it with a better hobby. I'm just saying, I'm starting to feel a little empty inside. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it almost feels like a sense of like, this is like it's like a looming foreshadowing thing to like depression. Like it's like God saying like, hey, you've tried really hard, but I'm just gonna give you a reality check and give you a heads up that you're not doing exactly the right thing. You're not only late to who you should be, but you're also missing out on all the people that should have loved you, but you didn't give them a chance. And you should have loved them, but you didn't give yourself a chance. You didn't give them the chance to give you a chance. And I almost get this weird, eerie feeling that's where I'm headed with this, but isn't it a blessing to have that as a problem too? You're so smart that you kind of allow yourself problems. Because I think smart people create problems. They look for issues, because innately, if you're a problem solver, because you're so smart, you're designed to look for problems. I'm gonna tell you right now, I have never been to a psychiatrist. I think I have OCD. Only reason my OCD is letting out and letting loose is because I'm getting so physically exhausted that the body is kind of just, you know, flowing in and out and stuff like that. Who I am, whether what I'm doing is worth anything, fuck it, bro. Fuck it. If I have to question myself now, what happens when I get the money? What happens when I get the love of my life? What happens when I get it all right? Andrew Tate was right. Ultimately, you're gonna have to bring all this beautiful, powerful empire that you built onto your offspring so they can enjoy this shit. That's all that it is. The only reason I was bitter for so long is because my parents fought their asses just to give me a comfortable life, so they had no way of giving me an opportunity to be myself. The last gift they ever really gave me was Vietnamese martial arts for the weekend. Vovinam class on Saturdays and Sundays. So at some point they were too cheap to get me a new uniform or pay for me to go there. And I got too lazy. I lost my sense of purpose. I just feel like my parents did just enough to give me a personality, and I had to become resourceful enough to turn that into something. That's my 2 cents on that. Maybe that's what life is. I think I was dealt a decent hand, and I was basically chosen, maybe for better or worse, I don't know, to see how long I was willing to let that wood dry so I could start the fireplace. This might have become a really dark, late night dark conversation. It was fun talking to you guys. It was fun working out with you guys. Everything is becoming more and more realized, and achievement is feeling like I'm getting closer to it. I'm becoming more fearless, but at the same time, everything feels more meaningless. I'll say something positive, even if I don't necessarily, it doesn't express me fully. I want to be successful, guys. I want to be successful. Some of you guys are already decently successful. You don't have more money than you need, and you're not complaining about it. I wonder what you guys do. Just enjoy? Is peacefulness that cool? financial peace and security is cool, but once you have that, do you just dabble in like housework? I don't want to sound like I'm out of touch, but how can I be out of touch? Like, how many people are actually financially well off, right? But if you are, you're probably doing something fun. It's just that people like me don't appreciate peace unless it's what's familiar. And people who are struggling and in pain, they feel peace inside when they're looking at what's familiar, which is danger. They're usually struggling and in stress. So one person's peace is peace. Another person's peace, at least in their energy frequency or signature at that moment, is struggle. Some people's peace is stress. I just hope I can talk to you guys one day in a better position, but ultimately, money doesn't matter. I have what I love. It's not like if I have money, I'm gonna stop exercising. I'll make it, and you're coming with me. You are. I'm signing out.